What's up, guys? So I'm actually not in Florida right now. I am in Ohio, technically Blue Ash, Ohio. It's about 10 minutes away from where we're going today, and that is Kings Island. We came in yesterday into Cincinnati, just kind of hung out, but today is the big day. We get to go to Kings Island. There are so many coasters at this park. Most looking forward to Mystic Timbers and Diamondback probably. So we're gonna head down there, get there a little bit before the gates open. And I think the plan is to head straight to Flight of Fear in Orion. So it should be an awesome day. It's like going to be around like 60 degrees most of the day, cloudy. Hopefully it won't be too busy. And what an awesome sight. This is the big Eiffel Tower, the centerpiece of Kings Island. Over here you got Diamondback. You can kind of see Orion behind the trees. And Vertigo currently testing. Banshee right behind it. It's going to be pretty awesome. And I've seen a lot of the coasters already testing, so hopefully they're nice and warmed up for when we get in there. Like I said, it is kind of chilly today, so it's not like a super hot day, so they might not be running as fast as they can run, but ultimately they still should be running pretty good. So the first ride is going to be Flight of Fear, this indoor launch coaster, and then it's going to be on to Orion. All right, so Flight of Fear, pretty rough. Luckily, it didn't have over-the-shoulder restraints, so it wasn't like headbanging rough. As for Orion, it was awesome. Glass smooth, super fast. Airtime, the first drop and the second airtime hill especially were just amazing. It was Anne's first Giga. What do you think of your first Giga?
It's good. It's awesome.
But what do you think of Flight of Fear?
Terrible. Never ride it.
And since we're already right here, we're gonna go ahead and grab a quick ride on the Racer. So the first half of Racer was all right. There's like very mild airtime. It's a little bumpy, and we were going around the turnaround. I literally said, oh, it's not that rough. And the second half proceeded to be pretty rough. So yeah, I don't know. I think that was actually a little more painful than Flight of Fear, at least for me. But now I think the plan is gonna be Backlot Stunt Coaster. So as far as family coasters go, Backlot, actually really fun. But you might be able to tell since we're following these paw prints. We're gonna get a ride on this iconic wooden coaster, the world's longest. You can see it right out there. So the Beast was pretty awesome. Good to get a ride on such a legendary coaster. Up next, I think we're gonna ride this one right here. It's gonna be Diamondback and then probably go over to Mystic Timbers, knock those two out. But no, Beast was really good. Doesn't really do a whole lot force-wise, but it's such a cool like journey out into the woods. Super long, and it's also really smooth. So props to Kings Island for taking such good care of that thing, because it was a really, really smooth ride. Way smoother than the Racer.
Do not enter. A mandatory and ongoing lockdown has been ordered for the Miami River.
So both of those rides were like really, really good. Mystic Timbers, the pacing insane. One of the like craziest paced wooden coasters I've ever been on. As for Diamondback, it was amazing. If I'm comparing it to something like Mako, I think Mako might have like stronger airtime, but this has like more moments because that finale is way better with the splashdown and everything than Mako's finale. So it's tough to decide which one I like better, but both are easily in my top 10. So Diamondback's awesome. Mystic Timber is probably not far away from the top 10 either, if not in it. So those are two really, really good rides. We're gonna try and get the rest of the credits and then maybe focus on re-rides. And by the way, the Adventure Port section of the park opening in the summer. So unfortunately that does mean that Adventure Express is gonna be closed for us. I believe they're like giving it a new queue and everything, so we are gonna miss out on that one, but it could be worse. Up next, I think we're gonna grab a ride on Banshee. I just love this entrance sign. It's really, really cool. And there it is. Banshee was a really, really good invert, some intense inversions, but also some like kind of floaty ones, which is cool. I really love the hang time roll at the very end, or towards the very end. Probably my second favorite invert as of right now. But now we're gonna go on Invertigo. Time for a little dose of pain, I reckon. Well, we're gonna be in the front row for this one, which is essentially also the back row because it's a boomerang. And we don't have to awkwardly stare at the person in the row next to us. So that worked out pretty well. So Invertigo was honestly pretty solid. It was a lot less rough than I expected. Still pretty fun to take some of those elements backwards. It was a decent ride. Also, we went over to check on the Bat and it is closed. It's been closed like all day. Hopefully it'll open later. I think I saw a train on it earlier testing, so maybe it'll open and we can get a ride on it. So we're gonna keep an eye on that, but for right now, I think we're gonna head over to Planet Snoopy. All right, we are here in Planet Snoopy. Woodstock Express is gonna be over that way. Flying Ace Aerial Chase right here. I think we're gonna do Flying Ace Aerial Chase first and then head over to Woodstock Express. And after we get these two out of the way, probably gonna get something to eat. So Flying Ace Aerial Chase and Woodstock Express, about what you'd expect. Woodstock Express is a genuinely fun family wooden coaster. I honestly like it a lot. And then Flying Ace, it's a Vekoma hang and bang. It's really not very good. But we did all the credits. We got everything in about 3 hours. So we got here 10 o'clock when the park opened. It's about 1 o'clock now. We got everything done except Adventure Express, which is not gonna be open again until summer, and the Bat, which has been closed all day. So maybe we'll be able to get the Bat later, but I think 11 coasters done in 3 hours is pretty good, especially with like no express, anything like that. The operations here have been really good. Most things have 2 trains, some things have 3 trains. So it's been really efficient so far. All right, we came to Jukebox Diner for food. I got this really long hot dog. I did not know it was gonna be this long, but it was like 15 bucks, which is about as cheap as you're gonna get here probably for like an actual meal. So I'm not mad about the length. All right, while we wait for that food to settle, we're gonna do Boo Blasters on Boo Hill. They have this at Carowinds, which I was at last year, and my friend Victor beat me at it twice. So we're gonna try and get some redemption here today. Well guys, I did not get redemption, she beat me. I'm so bad at Boo Blasters. To be fair, like the guns don't really work that well. I was kind of just shooting and hoping for the best, but the sets and everything were very cool. I think it was better than the Carowinds one for sure. I think the next stop is gonna be all the way up there. So I'm gonna be honest, I really don't want to walk over to the edge, but you can see Diamondback and Mystic Timbers going up the lift hills. You can also see Orion over here. Pretty cool, but this is actually terrifying.
I don't know everything there is to know about. I probably forgot more than I remember.
So there were some pretty great views up there, but it's like there's no like protective glass where you can see out. So I was like scared to walk up to the edge with my phone with like the breeze and everything. Like honestly, that is way scarier than any ride here. By the way, the plan now is pretty much just re-ride. So Orion, Diamondback, Mystic, the Beast, stuff like that. We're gonna just try and do all that again, maybe a couple times. We're gonna hope that the Bat opens at some point, but other than that, we're just gonna re-ride some stuff for the rest of the day. So there might not be too much left to film because I've already filmed a lot of these rides. Just got off a re-ride at Diamondback and look what's down there. It's a groundhog. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a groundhog in person. Well, I have great news, guys. Not only did we get a bunch of good re-rides on the coasters, but we got a re-ride on Boot Blasters, and I finally won a Boot Blasters game, and I got Master Blaster, so I think I've figured it all out. We are gonna get out of here. We got so many rides in today, and it's all thanks to really great operations at this park. Multiple trains, fast dispatches, the staff also very friendly, so it's been a really good day, but we're gonna get some merch, then we're gonna get out of here. Talk about one of these things is not like the others. What are you doing there, Flight of Fear? They also have a magnet for some of the defunct coasters, which is pretty cool. Still honoring their history here. And then right below it, is what you would say is like the big five in this park. T-shirts have been acquired, and with that, Kings Island, we are finished for the day. A great day here at Kings Island. What an awesome amusement park this is. Obviously, like I said, we didn't get on the Bat or Adventure Express. Adventure Express closed till summer. The Bat, and I did not know this, apparently has not been operating this season either, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. Those are the only two rides that we missed. Everything else we got on, and most of it was very good. I think there's a clear like top three, and there's two more below the top three that are not quite there, but still very, very good. And then it's kind of like the rest. I would say Backlot was probably my favorite out of the rest. What's the best coaster? What is it?
Diamondback.
Diamondback.
Or Mystic.
I agree. I think it's got to be Diamondback or Mystic Timbers. Orion is right there. Banshee and Beast are both good. It's hard to decide, but I'm leaning towards Diamondback. One more look here down the entrance way of King Island. I don't know if this has like an actual name, but it's kind of like Main Street in a way. But thank you guys for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one.